finish scores are you shooting?
Probably mid-high 80s.
Okay.
If I'm keeping it in play, usually it's I
Okay.
can't putt, so.
Okay, so you've got a pretty nice natural setup. You got a pretty neutral grip going. Okay, I mean the one thing with your swing is it's a relaxed, loose swing, and one reason why it goes back further is because of that. Now, usually what you're going to see with some of these guys that have a shorter, sort of tighter swing. There's a couple things in the setup that are going to be a little bit different. So, not necessarily saying that we want to tighten everything up, but this left arm being a little straighter at setup would help to sort of shorten things up. But you got good foot position, good ball position, good neutral setup, okay? So everything we like there is pretty good. Now, what I want to show you kind of here is two main things, okay? So the amount of body motion that you have in your swing, that's what we'd like to quiet down a little bit, okay? Because one thing you're going to look at is, okay, going back, you start off with that head turn, which is fine, okay? But then your head starts to move back right off the bat, okay? So as you're going back, there's sort of a big upper body move to start going back behind the ball. So basically, if you think about it, what are you doing is you're taking your spine, you're turning that turn, which is fine, but then you're tilting your spine away from the golf ball. Okay? So right now you're kind of tilting your spine back. You've already moved sort of back in here. Okay? So watch as you keep going. Your hand position right now isn't bad, except for maybe the right arm getting a little behind you, which is probably caused by your body motion. A lot of wrist hinge, which is also the reason why it goes back a little further. Okay? But then at the top of the swing right here, like right there, you're actually pretty good, just again with the head movement back. Now, if you let your knee move a lot, you let your head move a lot, you let your wrist hinge a lot, you're going to create a long swing, right? Now, as you get up here, and you've created that long swing, there's a lot of moving parts that have to move back now. So you got to get your head back to where it started, you got to get your left leg way back over here, because you got to get it back forward of its original position if you don't want to hit behind the ball. So what happens is, now you're going to make a big leg move, okay? You're going to make a big upper body move at it, okay? So right there, your arms aren't bad. You got actually good wrist lag there. You're pretty far in there. But you're going to see sort of right there, because you've had to make a big body move. Your head's now moved in front. This foot's kind of way up off the ground, okay, because of that. And so right now what that's going to lead into is it's going to lead into an impact position where you're a little bit up onto your toes and you're a little bit open in your shoulders. So you're getting a little bit out ahead of the ball, okay? So what happens is coming through the shot there, you're trying to get your hands to release, but again, because your spine's moved a little bit ahead, you're just kind of like making your release a little bit late. So it's almost like, okay, if I'm already here, then it's hard to release the club, right? So we want to do some stuff with you that's going to allow you. I'm not really too worried about. I know if you keep your head a little steadier and you don't let that left leg and your head move back as much, it's going to shorten the swing a little bit on its own. But shortening the swing is like a big project. If you were going to do it, it's like we're talking committing pretty much a season to shortening the backswing.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
Right?